118, Trev's Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, we knew this day was coming. And I didn't jump on the fray on Friday for a reason. But today's the day. Friday, it was announced the NHL, the NHLPA reached a tentative agreement to come back to play in hockey, to play a 56-game schedule, which was started January 13th. And this weekend, it was approved. The players, the union, the owners all came and said, yes, let's play hockey. Let's talk about the specifics of it. So important date number one, obviously, is January 13th. That's when the season begins. Scheduled to go May 8th. And scheduling hasn't come out yet. The schedule is still not out. Or at least hasn't been released to the public. But it's all intra-divisional matches, meaning everybody in that division plays each other 8 times, except for the Canadian division or the North division, which we'll talk about in a bit. We'll play each other 9, maybe 10 times. I guess depending on the team, right? So it won't be anything outside that. Initially, they understand they're playing to no fans, but I think as some of the restrictions lighten up and they allow fans back into the building, they'll start playing there. For people, or for teams that don't have a home right now, i.e. the San Jose Sharks, because of the laws in place there, their training camp starts in Arizona. Training camps. Teams that didn't make the playoffs can open training camp December 27th. For the teams that did make it, December 31st, not 27th, 31st. For teams that did make it, they can start their training camp January 3rd. Let's clear that hurdle. Let's talk divisions. And the divisions are a 1-year only realignment. And that is obviously for obvious reasons. I'm not naming it by name, but we all know what I'm talking about. Here are your divisions. Obviously, the North Division, the Canadian Division, as we've all been calling it. Calgary, Edmonton, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg. Oh, that's going to be good. The West. Anaheim, Arizona, Colorado, LA, Minnesota, because they're west, San Jose, St. Louis, and Vegas. It's your West Division. Your Central Division. This one's all kind of wonky. Carolina, Chicago, Columbus, Dallas, Detroit, Florida, Nashville, Tampa Bay. And then your East. Boston, Buffalo, Jersey, the Islanders, the Rangers, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Washington. There's your divisions. Needless to say, my predictions video is going to be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. There's your divisions. Here's some more important dates. One to mark on your calendar, or at least one I'm marking on my calendar. It's July 21st. That's your expansion draft for your Seattle Kraken. I do plan on doing a video about this at length right after this one. So, if you want the details, stay put on that. But July 21st is when the expansion draft is. Teams have till July 18th to decide who's being signed, who's being protected, unprotected, all that stuff. Like I said, I'll get into that at depth after I talk about this here video. The entry draft will take place July 23rd and July 24th. So they're rushing to get everything done as soon as they can. Free or trade deadline, if it's going to make any difference at all, is April 12th. Free agency window opens on July 28th. Players can opt out no later than December 24th. However, if they do, clubs have the option of tolling a year onto their existing contract. So if player X signed for 1 year and then he opts out, he has to play with that team next year. That's what that means. A rookie who plays 7 games a season, his entry-level contract will be achieved. Usually it's 10. So after Alexei Lafreniere plays the 7th game, that's his entry level. He's as good as staying put. That's about it for the important dates that I can basically see off the top of my head right here. Of course, with the temporary divisional realignment comes new playoff structure, and I'm not going to get too much onto it here, other than I will say the top 4 teams from every division make the playoffs. And then there's a bunch of reseeding that goes on after that. So there's that. But the important thing is we're going to have a season. And it was like I was saying all along. I don't know if I said it on video or not, but I know I have said it in conversation. Just treat it like a lockout season, because that's what this is going to feel like, is a lockout season with huge implications. I mean, 56 games really is make or break for a lot of teams. You're either going to make the playoffs or you're not after your 50th game. So now you have to do an 82-game schedule, or at least the work of an 82-game schedule in 56 games. It's going to be competitive. But either way, point number 1 on my 10 bold predictions video, completely flat right now, unless they have to postpone, but let's hope we don't get to that point. Says 118, Chess Hockey Show. I don't think I don't appreciate the gesture if you tuning in, especially if you made it this far. It means a lot to me, it really does. If you like this video, you know what to do. That red button, you know what it does. We're that close. That close. Socials are in the description down below. Moving forward, like I said, I want to do talking more about the expansion draft before I get into my division predictions, which are going to be a gong show. Oh, so looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm going to take a lot of time thinking it out or not, or if I'm just going to go one and done and go from there, but I guess we'll see when we're there, right? But either way, in the meantime, and in between time, be looking for more videos from Trev. Later.